Splash on YouTube, this is D5PS101. Welcome back to Lucid9 Blind. In the last episode, guys, we found out Yama had a terribly pretty bad childhood, except for though he had a great friendship with his own sister, Mizu. And so, yeah, if you guys don't already know, you guys can look down below, comment down below, in the description down below, there will be a link to it. That's what I meant to say. And please make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'm sorry if I ended that shortly. I was about to say bye, but then I clicked it before I even said it. I'm sorry. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, please leave a like and subscribe for that one too. It would be much appreciated. Like that video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please click that down below. There's a bell that will let you notify whenever I'm uploading. And that would be much appreciated. Comment down below if you're in the notification squad of mine. I'll give you a big thumbs up myself, even pin you, and I might even do a lot more. Anyways, we were swimming to a guy, sorry, can't say words right, and he was drowning, and our sister, and then we had a flashback about our sister. There's apparently a fire in the carpet and a bunch of other shenanigans. You have to check it out. Anyways, let's begin. Let's get right into this. I suddenly emerged into reality. Vision hazy, lungs burning. I feel myself cough instinctively. Water spurs from my mouth onto the ground. That's right. I had never been a fan of this river. You. Can't believe I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Feel the pulse. A fellow student is kneeling beside me. Familiar. Should have expected something like this. Of all people, it had to be you. My weak mind scrambles into a thing. You're Shoji. I don't know why I made such a forgettable impression. His impression was anything but forgettable. What throws me off is his face, his eyes. Once clear, are dull and haggard with exhaustion. His skin is pallid and unsightly. His hair is ragged. It's been combed in. It hasn't been combed in days. Practically, it looks like a ghost. I clear my throat and try to work past the sun awkwardness. Right, Shoji. Yeah. Kane's ex-boyfriend. Yeah, we'll probably get over her in a week or two. Yeah, about that. I feel the compulsion to apologize, but I can't bring myself to do it. Instead, I pick up the jacket and start. Yeah. Why did you save me? I didn't. I saw you dive in. Actually, he brings up a good point. I almost drowned and then got to Shoji out. And who got Shoji out? Who got me out? I suppose I should thank you. Don't. It wasn't me. Good. Saves me the trouble of finding some awkward excuse. I feel the edge of his words as he turns away. I instinctively call after him. Why were you in the river? Causes unreasonable rules. You're the genius. Figure it out. You saved us. Why? Useless again. Couldn't even swim in a pathetic little canal. Not only would I have failed to save Shoji, but I would have just drowned myself. I should be over it. I should be fine by now. 10 years. I lace my fingers around the sparse blade of grass at my head until they dig into my skin. Too many names. Shoji, Yahiko, Masato, Mizu. Can't do anything about them. You're the genius. Figure it out. I know what he's doing. Could Shoji been the next target? Maybe the murderer was trying to drown him. Maybe he knew something about the murder. But why wouldn't he tell anyone? I sink to the ground, back to square one. I don't know why Shoji was in the river. I don't know why Masato suddenly upset. I don't even know who saved us from drowning. I warily hoist myself to my feet and shove my shoes over my soggy socks. The journey back to my apartment is only filled with more questions. The moment I'm back, I take a quicker shower. Still feeling grimy from the river water. As I soak my uniform in a tub of detergent, my phone suddenly pings in my pocket. I wipe off my hands, and before I steal a glance, what? Rui. Coming home tonight. Parents signed exemption from curfew. You don't need me for anything, right? Going home all of a sudden? Well, I guess that's her house. Her house is only 1 hour away from the subway. But by the time she gets back, it will be at 8:30. I'm fine. Everything okay? Okay, but I don't receive any more messages. Well, suits her. At least, I guess. I hang my uniform over the shower and head to the living room. Popping down on the sofa, it's been such a long day. It's definitely nice to catch my breath for a second. Or not. What? I warily crack the door open, but it's just Misaki twirling her phone between her fingers in obvious worry. Misaki. Now I think about it, she wasn't at school today, was she? I find the gap in the door, pasting on a smile. What brings you here? Are you about to sleep so early? What? Oh, right. Showered in my pajamas. No, this is, well, it's been a long day. What have you been up to? I didn't see you in school today. I was preoccupied with work due to the Kusunaki incident. I came to thank you for yesterday. You should have just called me. I wanted to thank you in person. You know what? That's fair. Something about her tone tells me that that isn't the only reason she came. But I'm really not in the mood to probe her about it. It was no problem. I'll see you tomorrow, Miki. She puts her foot under the door. Yama, is there something wrong? What? What makes you say that? Answering a question with another question just proves that there is. I'm sure if you talk about it. Besides, there's something I've been meaning to tell you myself. Even though, yes, we got punched, I feel like it'd be a douchebag thing to do. And I'm not Yama, even though he's obviously the one who's doing most of the talking. Anyways, sure, come in. I step to the side so she can enter. She glances around my apartment as she slides her shoes against the wall. So this is your apartment? It's a lot cleaner than I expected. Thanks, I think. After examination, she perches her on my sofa, / beside her. About my outburst yesterday. I'm sorry you had to see that. It's fine, you don't have to apologize. I do, I was out of line. I just didn't want to affect your relationship with Rui. Don't tell me you're trying to pair us up, too. Ooh. What's the deal? You've practically known her forever. I just don't feel that way about her. How do you feel about her then? She's just a friend. She examines me for a moment, not critically, but bizarre wilderness. It's clear that Rui doesn't feel the same way. You've spoken to her about it. Right? Question mark. It was supposed to be a question. She wouldn't take it well. I'd only end up hurting her. Don't you think avoiding the subject would hurt her even more? She's got a point. How would it hurt? Oh, I mean, she's holding back in hopes that you would make the first move. It's Romance 101. 101 right there, guys! Anyways, Yama. I can't exactly do anything about that. I'm like that. I slump on the couch when I'm talking to people. I don't know why. But I'm not like her where I like grab him by like the collar and do that. Anyways. I still think you should talk with her. Rationally speaking, she's right. Maybe it's unfair. Maybe I'm being selfish. But who's my friend, first and foremost? I'm not sure if I want to lose that. I'll keep that in mind. She waves her hand dismissively. Anyway, mind explaining the bruises on your face? What? Oh, yeah. Argument I had with Masato. I lay my head back, unsure where to begin. Obviously, I can't tell her the whole story. I'm not sure how she'd react if I mentioned I almost drowned today, especially since she knows my condition. Which I'm gonna guess is an anxiety attack. I mean, I feel you do, but that's all when I'm driving. I got into a fight with Master earlier. Really? About what? A sudden flood of negative emotions pounds into me, I recall. I don't even know. He just seemed angry. Kept telling me that I wasn't trying hard enough. I thought he was talking about track. He's been trying to get me to join track every day. But it doesn't sound like it. I see. Miki considers this for a moment as she twirls her phone between her fingers. I used to have a friend Seto some years ago. At first, we never really got along much, to be honest. Every time I asked if he wanted to hang out with me, he usually refused, so I ended up dragging him along anyway. She's talking about me. After a while, I started to think that he might have hated me. I could have just stopped talking to him. But it made me angry that he didn't want to tell me what his problem was. Yep, it's about me. So one day I just snapped at him, thinking back on it. Now, I feel really bad doing it. Yep, about me. Because I don't know. Yep, totally about us. That he was dealing with his own issues. Just do not be a simpleton. Yes, she's talking about you! She's talking about me, isn't she? I feel a knot in my chest as the memories from back then resurface. No, I'd rather not be reminded of that time. Not again. Not so soon. What exactly is your point, Misaki? My words came out harsher than intended. But I don't apologize. She seems a bit taken back by my response. It's just, I think whatever's bothering Masato, it must be something personal. Otherwise, he would have outright told you what his problem was. Well, not necessarily. I suppose she's right, in a way. Well, maybe in a way she's right. But not necessarily. Because you can have feelings and not even feel nothing at all. Like, I know what Masato's doing. Sorry guys, I had to take a breather and drink for a second. Anyways, it's just water, by the way, if you guys are wondering. But I know what he's thinking. Like, he's probably wanting to push you. Like, I have a friend who does that. I have a friend that I knew from the institute that I went to. For those who know, I went to an institute for cooking. I had a friend who I was working with in the institute. He was also my roommate 1 year. Or not a year, but like for a month or so. And he was like Masto. He wanted to push me. He wanted to push me immensely. Almost to make me stand my own ground, to push myself to get out there. And for the most part, I didn't even record when I was there. Mainly because he would push me out of my room. He was like Masato. So, I know what you're going with. I know what's going on. Now was it right? No. But it's fair, because in reality, he's basically doing what Yama is doing, which is not correct, but it's actually fair because Yama's doing it to them. So, you know what I mean? Anyways, I suppose she's right in a way. It's just that Masato's so straightforward about everything. For him to be so roundabout now is understandably strange. Yeah, he's understandably strange. Understandably. Anyway, I'm in the mood for some fresh air. What about you? I guess we should have noticed that she brought up a touchy subject. Sure, why not? I've noticed that the school's rooftop is a great place to plagiarize. For stargazing. Not plagiarizing. What am I saying? Plagiarizing. We should go there now. School's locked down at this hour. Curfew, remember? And your point is? She actually suggested we break into the school. I was just about to ask that question myself. I guess a change of scenery would probably do me some good. Oh boy, we're going through with this. Lead the way. Oh god. I don't like this. Not one bit. I don't like this one bit. She smiles as she darts out into the street. I follow closely, taking in the brisk evening air. We pull up at the front gate, slightly out of breath. Slide my card through the reception, but it only buzzes at me. What? Curfew keeps out campus students and keeps out off-campus students and automatically reports on-campus students who return late. So what? We climb the gate? It's armed, Yama. There are laser sensors. My card is exempt, remember? Oh boy. Wow. Ladies first. You're such a chump. She only giggles as so where to? The classroom building has a side door for the janitor. It's accessible by key rather than card. We can head to the rooftop from there. When do you get the building key? Never. Oh boy. What's that? Shh. Oh boy, she's picking a lock. Those bobby pins? Yes. Yes, they are. Or yes. Yes, they are. That's what she's supposed to be. Anyways. She hastily bends the large one at the right angle and snaps the left one in half. Then turns the door. Peer over her shoulder, trying to see. You're standing in my lane. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I didn't know you could pick locks. Don't tell my agent. What? Why would I do that? Don't post it on Patter either. Wouldn't even know how. He's got a point. So that's why she inserts the Really gently. There we go. I hear a satisfied click. The door gently swings open. Misaki smiles proudly and waltzes inside. Well, right behind you. Oh my god. They are really doing this. Neat trick. Where'd you learn it? It's better not to know. What if I want to learn? I doubt you're criminal material, Helen. And you are? Come on, I'm just curious. Where was it? Finishing school? Princess training? Oh, yeah. If you must know, District 6. If I recall, that's where she told Rui that she moved with Satomi. Right here. Before I'm able to speak, to ask her about it, she pushes the door and onto the rooftop. We go. Well, she was right about one thing. The scenery is beautiful at this hour. Despite the noticeable light pollution, and it's not difficult to see the copious amount of stars in the sky. Silver streams of glitter populate the colored expanse around the moon, smiling around the bustling city below. Everyone turns into a bunch of stars when they die. Oh yeah, those were what Misaki said. If they did something so super duper impressive, super duper impressive, the heavens, I guess. Aww, that's a beautiful that's gonna be my thumbnail. It's beautiful. I smile bitterly as I settle next to Misaki on the bench. Pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. It reminds me of the time we met at the festival. You haven't changed much since then, you know. You were always a strong person. Hey, that's a bit of an overstatement. Oh, I like how they did that. It's beautiful. Honestly, I mean it. If you weren't, you probably wouldn't even be here right now. What do you mean? Rui told me what happened after I had left Seto. Oh, right. Do you resent me, Yama? Of course not. No. Misaki, he's not resenting you. Of course not. Exactly. It's not like you wanted to move, right? Yes, but I'm sure you still want to know why I moved, don't you? I would be lying if I said that I didn't, so I nod. She takes a moment to collect her thoughts before speaking. Do you remember when my father had lost his job? It was around Rui's birthday. Yeah, I remember that. Well, my mother found out and she wasn't exactly so understanding. Instead of supporting him, she actually blamed him for not working hard enough. You weren't assertive. You were always letting people walk all over you. You're weak, useless, pathetic. What the? There's no words to stress how I feel about that scenario. She shoves her nails into her skirt. I feel you, my God. It wasn't his fault, of course. After the financial crash, my father's company went under, so there really wasn't much he could do. Eventually, he started working for a construction company. The pay wasn't all that great, but something was better than nothing, you know. He worked himself to the bone while my mother was out doing God knows what. Probably with other men. Then one day, he just never came home. What? It wasn't rare for him to take extra shifts, so I assumed that he was still working. But when my mother began selling his things, I realized that something was wrong. Wait, did he die? I still remember what she told me when I asked her about it. He's dead. He won't be needing it anymore. I'm about to cry. Jen died? I didn't believe her. I didn't want to believe her. Dead? How could he be dead? But he was. There was no denying it. They said he had overdosed on painkillers while he was out working. I wanted to believe that it was an accident, that he didn't mean to take so many, but honestly, I don't know. He was so stressed, so tired, so restricted. I'm sorry, I had to clean off my tear there. Oh my god. I'm about to cry. This game is making me cry, guys. This is not okay. There's an ache in my chest. As past images I grit my teeth into the spell. So, that's why you moved. That's solemnly. We couldn't afford staying in Seto. My mother and I moved to District 6 soon after my father died. I never went to his funeral. Never said goodbye to my friends. We just left. Moment. My God. Sounds pervades over the rooftop as I digest this information. Although I don't remember Satomi much, I would much never imagined she would be something like that. I guess that explains Misaki's resentment towards her. Do you still live with her? She couldn't care for me anymore. Eventually, I eventually had to move in with my grandparents. That's why I'm attending the academy, and why I work part-time for Lotus. I don't even want to stop. I don't. I know I should, but I don't. I noticed Misaki's hands trembling. Close as we were. Hard to tell me, Father. I feel like I should comfort her somehow. But I haven't a clue how to go about it. That's mostly Rui's department. The idea strikes me. Out my phone. Placing out Misaki's lap. What's this? My phone. What does it look like? I know that. What do you want me to do with it? I was wondering if you could show me how to use Pattern. That'll be okay to start and end off. Oh my God, that is... Okay, I need to save real quick. That's touchy subject. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm gonna thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you've been through Misaki's thing. I've never been through that, but I feel you if you have. At that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.